The story begins with chaos in the galaxy. An urgent broadcast is sent out across the stars, carrying a terrifying message that shakes every corner of the universe. The Vorith, a mysterious alien species, are coming. The broadcast shows images of planets destroyed by their unstoppable force, entire civilizations reduced to rubble. These creatures are unlike anything the galaxy has ever seen, powerful, relentless, and ancient. Their presence alone sends ripples of fear through every known civilization. Across the vast expanse of space, a group of alien refugees, broken and defeated, races to escape the terror. Their ships, once proud and strong, are battered and burning, their speed the only hope they have left. These refugees from different species and worlds now share a single common bond: survival. They have seen their planets fall, their families wiped out, and they are desperate for a safe place to hide. Their only destination is a place they've never considered before: Earth. As the broadcast continues, we see the devastation that the Vorith have left in their wake. The Galactic Council, a coalition of the galaxy's most advanced civilizations, has failed to stop them. All their most powerful fleets, their greatest warriors, have been obliterated in a matter of hours. They fought with everything they had, but nothing worked. The Vorith simply cannot be beaten by conventional means. Panic is rising in every corner of the galaxy. The once proud civilizations of the Galactic Union are crumbling under the weight of defeat, and no one knows how to stop the unstoppable. In their darkest hour, the leaders of the Galactic Council make a desperate decision. With their fleets shattered, their resources drained, and their options running out, they turn to Earth, a planet on the far edge of the galaxy, barely known to any of the advanced species. The Council knows the humans are not technologically advanced compared to the alien races that have fallen. Earth's military forces are primitive by galactic standards, but there is something about humanity that they can't ignore: determination. The Galactic Council has no choice but to ask for humanity's help, despite knowing that Earth may not even be capable of defending itself, let alone stopping the Vorith. As the message reaches Earth, there is no immediate answer. The people of the galaxy are unsure if humans will even respond. They've never faced an enemy like the Vorith before. The thought of relying on a race as young and undeveloped as humans is a last-ditch effort, but it's all they have. The broadcast reveals their vulnerability, and the fear is contagious. A sense of dread hangs over the galaxy. Will Earth even notice the call for help? Will they rise to the challenge, or will they, too, fall victim to the Vorith? The camera zooms in on the faces of the alien refugees, their eyes filled with hope and fear in equal measure. They've heard the message, and they're waiting. They know that Earth could be their last hope, but will the humans even listen? The tension builds as the seconds tick by. The refugees know that their fate depends on the response of a species they barely know. Meanwhile, on Earth, Commander Ethan Graves, the leader of humanity's military forces, watches the message in disbelief. The news of the galactic collapse is all over Earth's screens, but the plea for help from the Galactic Council strikes a different chord. Humanity has always been considered a small and insignificant part of the universe, too young to stand on equal ground with the advanced alien species of the galaxy. But this broadcast is different. For the first time, humanity has been given a chance to make a difference in the galaxy's fight for survival. Commander Graves, a seasoned leader with years of combat experience, is no stranger to impossible odds. He's seen humanity's fighting spirit firsthand, how humans can rise from nothing to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges. But this is different. This is not just a fight for Earth, it's a fight for the entire galaxy. His heart pounds as he watches the broadcast, torn between disbelief and the call to action. Will humanity be able to take on the Vorith, a force so powerful that even the most advanced alien races have fallen before it? Will humans be able to defend not only their own world, but also the lives of countless other species at the brink of annihilation? As Commander Graves contemplates the decision, the camera lingers on his face, showing the weight of the responsibility that now falls on his shoulders. With a deep breath, Graves activates the emergency council meeting. On screens around him, the leaders of Earth's allied nations appear, their faces filled with concern and disbelief. Some of them argue against sending a fleet. They point out the obvious. Humanity's military power is no match for the Vorath. The risk of failure is enormous, and if they lose, they'll be signing their own death sentence. But Graves, unwavering and determined, speaks up. We may be small in the eyes of the galaxy, but we're not weak, Graves declares, his voice steady. We've faced impossible odds before, and we've always come out on top. If we don't act now, we'll lose everything. The Vorath won't stop at the galaxy. They'll come for Earth, and there will be no one left to stop them. His words hang in the air, each one carrying the weight of responsibility. The council members exchange uneasy glances, and after a long pause, they give their approval. Humanity will fight, even if it means stepping into the unknown, armed with nothing but their resolve. The decision is made. Earth's fleet will join the war. As the news spreads, soldiers, engineers, and scientists work around the clock to prepare Earth's forces. Despite their limited resources, humanity's ingenuity shines through. Using a combination of the best technology they've developed, from advanced AI systems to cloaking devices and weapons of unimaginable power, humanity begins the process of assembling their fleet. It is an odd mix of sleek, futuristic designs and rugged, practical solutions that showcase Earth's resourcefulness. The fleet is smaller than the advanced alien forces they will face, but every ship is built with purpose and every soldier knows that this will be the fight of their lives. The ships are equipped with cloaking technology, designed to give them an edge against the Vorath, who are known to be ruthless and highly advanced in their tactics. The AI systems guiding the fleet have been reprogrammed for speed and efficiency, allowing for rapid strategic decisions in battle. The human soldiers, though few in number compared to the vast fleets of the galaxy, are trained for resilience, for the fight they know is about to unfold. These aren't just soldiers, they are survivors, ready to defend their home, their families, and their future. The fleet is ready, and Commander Graves takes one final look at the shipyards. The night sky over Earth's launch station is lit up with the gleam of the ships being prepared for departure. It's an awe-inspiring sight, a mix of hope and tension, as humanity steps into the unknown. As the fleet departs, Earth's people watch with a mix of fear and pride. This is their chance to prove themselves to the galaxy, and the whole world holds its breath. Graves stands at the head of the fleet, his gaze fixed on the stars ahead. He knows that they are about to enter a war unlike any Earth has ever seen. But what makes this moment even more significant is that the humans are going to battle not just for their survival, but for the survival of countless species. For the first time in history, humanity is not just fighting for themselves. They are fighting to save the galaxy. The fleet plunges into deep space, leaving Earth behind. The darkness of space stretches out before them, and the hum of the ships fills the air. Graves stands at the command center, staring at the stars ahead, thinking about the battle that awaits them. He is filled with a sense of duty, but also a sense of wonder. This is the moment Earth has been waiting for. They are no longer just a small, insignificant planet on the edge of the galaxy. They are a force to be reckoned with. As they move deeper into the void, the tension grows. The alien civilizations watching the human fleet's departure express skepticism. The Vorath are unlike anything Earth has ever encountered, and the odds of survival seem slim. The fleet is small compared to the forces they will face, and their technology is considered primitive in comparison to the galaxy's advanced civilizations. Some of the aliens who once looked down on Earth now watch in disbelief as humanity steps into the fray. But Commander Graves knows that humanity's greatest strength lies not in their technology, but in their spirit. They are the underdogs, the ones no one expected to rise, but that is exactly why they have a chance. The Vorath may have the technology and the power, but humanity has something they don't: an unyielding will to fight, no matter the odds. The fleet moves forward, the ships cloaked in the darkness of space, ready to face whatever comes next. The journey is long, but humanity is determined. They are not just fighting for survival, they are fighting for their place in the galaxy. And as the fleet vanishes into the blackness, one thing is certain: humanity is ready for war. The battle for the galaxy has begun. The silence of deep space is broken by the sudden appearance of the Vorath fleet. As humanity's small, determined force approaches the warfront, the tension builds. The Vorath ships, massive and imposing, drift silently in the void, their technology a sight to behold. They are unlike anything humanity has ever encountered. Dark, sleek, and terrifyingly advanced. The Vorath themselves, creatures of shadow and metal, are known for their ruthless efficiency in battle and their ability to wipe out entire civilizations without mercy. The aliens are notorious for overwhelming their enemies with sheer power, but this time, something is different. This time, humanity has a chance to surprise them. Commander Ethan Graves stands at the helm of the lead ship, his eyes locked on the Vorath fleet ahead. The scale of the enemy is intimidating. Thousands of ships, each one larger and more heavily armed than anything humanity has ever built, fill the stars. It would be easy to feel overwhelmed, but Graves is no stranger to impossible odds. He knows that Earth's strength lies not in brute force, but in their ability to think outside the box. They may not have the numbers or the technology of the Vorath, but they have something the Vorath don't: resourcefulness. Graves turns to his team of engineers and commanders. We're not going to fight them head-on. We can't, but we can use their arrogance against them. We'll use everything we have to make them doubt their superiority. The plan is set. They will fight in ways the Vorath are not prepared for, using humanity's technology and tactics in ways the Vorath cannot anticipate. The first step of their plan is to use cloaking devices to hide their ships. The Vorath rely heavily on their sensors to detect enemy ships, but with the human fleet hidden from view, they are blind. The cloaking devices are experimental, never used in combat before, and there is a chance they might fail. But the risk is necessary. The human fleet moves silently through the darkness of space, unseen by the Vorath. Every ship is cloaked, invisible to the enemy. The tension is palpable as the fleet waits, suspended in the void, while the Vorath continue to patrol the area, unaware of the threat lurking just out of sight. Then, as the Vorath fleet grows complacent, the humans strike. Using eye-guided drones, the humans launch a series of surprise attacks. The drones are small, fast, and capable of striking with pinpoint precision. They are designed to disorient and confuse the Vorath, creating chaos within their ranks. The first wave of drones catches the Vorath off guard, exploding into the heart of their fleet and disrupting their command structure. The Vorath are thrown into disarray, unsure of what is happening. Their massive ships, usually so confident and unshakable, are now reeling from the unexpected assault. The drones swarm the enemy ships, attacking their weak points and leaving the Vorath scrambling to respond. The humans continue to strike with precision, their tactics unnerving the Vorath. They've never encountered an enemy like this before, one that uses surprise and unpredictability instead of brute force. It's a game changer. But the most shocking moment comes when humanity takes down a Vorath warship. It's a small victory in the grand scheme of things, but it sends a powerful message. The humans, with their limited resources and experimental technology, have just destroyed one of the most advanced ships in the Vorath fleet. The Vorath, who have never been threatened in this way, are stunned. Their arrogance is shattered in an instant. The alien refugees, who once mocked humanity as a weak, insignificant species, watch in disbelief. They never expected humans to be capable of such a feat. The sight of the Vorath warship disintegrating before their eyes is a turning point. The alien refugees, once hesitant to place their trust in humanity, now see the humans in a new light. Commander Graves, standing on the bridge of the lead ship, watches the destruction unfold with a sense of satisfaction. But there's no time to celebrate. This is just the beginning. The Vorath will retaliate, and they won't take this defeat lightly. But for now, humanity has proven their worth. They've shown the galaxy that Earth is not a place to be underestimated. The crew of the human fleet erupts in cheers as the last remnants of the Vorath warship are destroyed. But even as they celebrate, they know that this victory, as sweet as it is, will only fuel the Vorath's desire for revenge. The first skirmish may have been won, but the war is far from over. The Vorath will come back stronger, angrier, and more determined than ever. Commander Graves, however, remains calm. His eyes scan the stars ahead. This battle is only a small victory, but it's a crucial one. It's a sign that humanity can win, if they fight smart, if they use their ingenuity, and if they never back down. The Vorath might have the numbers, they might have the power, but humanity has something else. They have the will to fight and the courage to stand against the darkness, no matter how impossible the odds seem. As the human fleet moves forward, deeper into the heart of the conflict, the aliens who once doubted humanity now watch with a mixture of awe and fear. Earth's fleet may be small, but it is proving to be more dangerous than they ever expected. The Vorath have just learned that underestimating humanity was a fatal mistake. The stage is set for an epic showdown. The human fleet is ready for whatever comes next. The first skirmish has shown the galaxy that humanity has what it takes to fight back, and the Vorath are now on notice. The war is far from over, but humanity's courage, creativity, and determination will continue to shine as they face down one of the most powerful threats the galaxy has ever known. The war is now in full swing, and the once skeptical alien leaders have begun to see humanity in a new light. The aliens, who initially viewed humans as inferior and unworthy of involvement in the war, are now starting to realize that Earth's soldiers are not only capable but essential in the fight against the Vorath. Humans, with their small fleet and limited resources, have proven their resilience and creativity in ways that even the most advanced alien civilizations could not have anticipated. As the war escalates, humanity fights side by side with the alien forces. Earth's fleet, though smaller and not as technologically advanced as the others, quickly gains a reputation for their resourcefulness in battle. They don't have the massive warships or the high-tech weaponry that the Vorath or other alien species possess, but they make up for it with cunning tactics and sheer determination. Time and again, humans save alien colonies from the Vorath's relentless assaults, using clever strategies that confuse and surprise the enemy. The Vorath, who once considered humans insignificant, are now beginning to see them as a serious threat. One of the most significant moments in the war comes when Commander Ethan Graves and his crew are called to assist an alien colony under siege by the Vorath. The aliens, desperate and outnumbered, are on the brink of destruction. It's a critical situation, but Graves doesn't hesitate. He leads his fleet into battle, knowing that the outcome could determine the fate of not only the colony, but also the entire galaxy. The battle is fierce, and the Vorath's strength is overwhelming. But with careful planning, the humans use their cloaking technology and AI-powered drones to outmaneuver the Vorath. Against all odds, the humans manage to turn the tide of the battle and save the colony. The alien leaders, who once doubted humanity's capabilities, watch in awe as the humans prove their worth on the battlefield. Amidst the chaos of the war, Commander Graves develops a deep bond with one of the alien leaders, Bonner. Bonner is a seasoned warrior who shares Graves' desire to protect their people at any cost. He is a proud leader of his species, but he is also pragmatic, willing to learn from the humans. Over time, the two leaders form a partnership based on mutual respect and trust. They spend hours together, strategizing, planning, and combining human ingenuity with alien technology to create even more effective tactics against the Vorath. Bonner, who had once believed that the humans were no match for the Vorath, now sees them as equals, partners in the fight for survival. As the war drags on, the stakes become even higher. The toll on both sides is heavy, and humanity's losses begin to mount. Yet, despite the hardships, Commander Graves and his crew continue to fight with everything they have. They know that they are the underdogs in this battle, but they also know that they are making a difference. They are proving that Earth, despite its small size and humble beginnings, has the heart and courage to stand up against even the most powerful enemies. But the emotional weight of the war is not without sacrifice. One of the most heart-wrenching moments comes when Bonner, the alien leader who has become a close ally of Commander Graves, dies in an act of extraordinary bravery. During a particularly intense battle, the Vorath launch a final devastating assault on a group of refugees. Bonner, seeing that the refugees are trapped and unable to escape, decides to make the ultimate sacrifice. He orders his ship to charge directly into the heart of the Vorath fleet, taking down several enemy ships in the process and giving the refugees a chance to escape. Bonner's death is a turning point in the war. His sacrifice is not in vain. It saves countless lives and inspires those who remain to fight harder. But it also creates a deep emotional bond between humanity and the alien species they are fighting alongside. The humans, who have already shown their willingness to risk everything for the greater good, now mourn the loss of a leader who had become one of their own. Commander Graves, who has grown close to Bonner over the course of the war, is devastated by his friend's death. He knows that Bonner's sacrifice is a reminder of what is at stake, of how much the galaxy depends on them. As the humans and their allies rally together in the wake of Bonner's death, the war takes on a new level of urgency. The Vorath, once thought to be an unstoppable force, are now facing an alliance that is more determined than ever. The humans' bravery, their willingness to sacrifice everything for the greater good, has forged a bond with the alien species they are fighting to protect. And even though the odds are still against them, the humans' courage and ingenuity have given the galaxy a fighting chance. Bonner's death becomes a symbol of the spirit that humanity brings to the fight. His loss is mourned by both humans and aliens alike, but it also becomes a rallying cry for the remaining soldiers. They know that they fight not only for their own survival, but for the memory of those who have fallen, and for the hope that together they can defeat the Vorath once and for all. In the aftermath of Bonner's death, Commander Graves reflects on the journey that has brought humanity to this point. From the moment the Galactic Council reached out for help, humanity's strength, resilience, and willingness to fight against impossible odds have proven that Earth is more than just a small planet in the corner of the galaxy. The humans have earned their place among the stars, and their sacrifices will be remembered for generations to come. As the war rages on, the humans continue to fight alongside their alien allies, knowing that each victory brings them closer to defeating the Vorath and ensuring that the sacrifices of their fallen comrades, like Bonner, were not made in vain. The tension in the galaxy has reached its peak. The Vorath, the unstoppable alien force, are about to make their final push. Their ultimate weapon, a massive mothership, looms ominously in the distance. It is a dark, fearsome behemoth, capable of wiping out entire star systems with its powerful weaponry. The Galactic Union, once proud and powerful, now lies in ruins. The Vorath have destroyed their most formidable fleets and have driven the remaining survivors into a corner. The last stronghold of the Galactic Union, a small but strategically important planet, is now under siege. Refugees from across the galaxy are taking shelter there, and their numbers continue to grow as the Vorath's destruction spreads. The planet, along with the refugees it shelters, is on the verge of annihilation. The situation is desperate, and the galaxy's fate hangs in the balance. The Vorath's mothership, with its advanced technology and sheer power, is all but indestructible. The few remaining forces in the galaxy, including the humans who have been fighting alongside their alien allies, have one final chance to stop the Vorath. If they fail, the galaxy will fall, and the refugees will be wiped out without mercy. Commander Ethan Graves and his team are aware that this is their last shot. The human fleet, despite its limited resources, is ready to make a final stand. They know that their only hope of winning this war is to infiltrate the mothership and destroy it from within. The plan is risky, but it is the only option left. The human fleet prepares for a full-on assault, and they coordinate with their alien allies to carry out a high-stakes mission that will determine the fate of the galaxy. As the human fleet launches its assault, the battle explodes in a violent clash of forces. Explosions tear through the fabric of space, shaking the galaxy to its core. Orbital bombardment rains down on the Vorath's positions, lighting up the skies with flashes of deadly energy. The Vorath's powerful mothership retaliates, sending waves of fighter ships and drones to intercept the human forces. The humans, undeterred, continue their assault, fighting with everything they have left. Their ships, though not as advanced as the Vorath's, are nimble and fast, using surprise tactics and coordinated attacks to keep the enemy on the back foot. The aliens, who once doubted humanity, are now fighting alongside them, their respect for the human forces growing with each passing minute. Together, humans and aliens launch wave after wave of attacks, creating a sea of destruction in space. But while the battle rages in the heavens above, Commander Graves and his elite team of soldiers prepare for their most dangerous mission yet. The plan is simple, but it is filled with peril. Graves will lead a small team to board the Vorath's mothership, infiltrate its interior, and plant explosives that will destroy it from within. The humans and aliens have fought together on the battlefield, but this mission requires something else: precision, bravery, and a willingness to face certain death. The team knows that the odds are against them, but they also know that the fate of the galaxy depends on their success. The moment the team boards the mothership, they are immediately thrust into a nightmarish labyrinth of corridors and alien technology. The ship is enormous, a mechanical behemoth that seems alive with its pulsating energy and intimidating design. As they make their way through the twisting halls, they are ambushed by Vorath soldiers. A fierce firefight erupts, with the humans and aliens using everything at their disposal to fight back. Humans use their advanced drones to provide cover, while aliens utilize their superior strength and agility in close combat. The battle is brutal, with enemies closing in from all sides. Graves leads his team with unwavering determination, knowing that every step they take brings them closer to their goal. The team faces constant danger as they fight their way through the ship, encountering increasingly powerful Vorath defenses. The Vorath soldiers are highly trained and technologically advanced, but the humans and their alien allies are determined to succeed. They use their unique skills to outsmart the Vorath at every turn, setting traps, making daring moves, and staying one step ahead. The air is thick with tension as each team member pushes forward, knowing that they are on a one-way mission with no room for failure. At one point, they come across a massive door that leads to the central control room of the mothership. The door is heavily fortified, and it seems like an impossible challenge to breach. But Graves and his team don't back down. They work quickly, using their knowledge of Vorath technology and the tools they'd brought with them to bypass the security systems. Once inside, they find themselves face to face with a terrifying sight: the heart of the Vorath mothership, where its powerful weapons are controlled and its engines are powered. In this final moment, as Graves and his team plant the explosives, the Vorath launch a counterattack. A massive wave of robotic soldiers and drones charges towards them, and it's clear that this is their final stand. The humans and aliens fight with everything they have, using everything in their arsenal to hold off the advancing enemies. It's a desperate battle, with everything on the line. Drones zip through the air, robots clash with human and alien soldiers, and the sound of weapons fire fills the air. In an unforgettable moment of heroism, one of Graves' soldiers, Bonner's closest ally, sacrifices themselves to ensure that the explosives are set. They make a final daring move to place the last charge in the heart of the mothership, knowing that they will not make it out in time. As the explosives are activated, the entire mothership begins to tremble, and the team has only moments to escape. with explosions going off all around them. They raced through the ship, barely escaping the inevitable destruction. The Vorath mothership erupts in a cataclysmic explosion, a wave of energy that ripples through space. The battle is over. The Vorath's greatest weapon is no more. The galaxy and the refugees who had been desperate for survival are saved. The sacrifices made by the humans and their allies have turned the tide of the war, proving that even the smallest forces can change the course of history. As the survivors return home, they know that the war is won, but the price of victory has been high. The galaxy will never forget the bravery of those who fought to the very end. The war has reached its most intense moment. The stakes are higher than ever before, and the fate of the galaxy is hanging by a thread. The Vorath mothership, the ultimate weapon of destruction, is still looming in space, its massive form casting a shadow over the last stronghold of the Galactic Union. Despite all the efforts from the human fleet and their alien allies, the enemy still stands strong. But humanity's final weapon, a plan that no one believed would work, is about to be unleashed: the hypernova strike. The hypernova strike is unlike anything seen before in the galaxy. It's a weapon that draws on the immense power of a star, channeling it into a single devastating blast capable of obliterating the Vorath mothership. The humans have kept this weapon a secret, knowing that it is their final hope. As Commander Ethan Graves watches from his flagship, he knows that this is the moment of truth. The human fleet lines up in formation, preparing to launch the hypernova strike, and the tension in space is palpable. There's no turning back now. The weapon is fired. A blinding explosion fills the galaxy. The sheer force of the hypernova strike causes the very fabric of space to ripple with energy. The Vorath mothership, once an indestructible symbol of their power, begins to disintegrate under the intense heat and force of the blast. As the mothership's massive hull begins to break apart, it sends shockwaves through the galaxy, lighting up the stars with its final brilliant explosion. The destruction is so immense that it could be seen from every corner of the galaxy. The Vorath, who once thought they were invincible, are now defeated. The human fleet has done what no one thought possible. They have struck the final blow, and the galaxy is safe. The news spreads across the galaxy faster than light. Refugees who had fled from the Vorath's tyranny now know that they are free. The survivors of the Galactic Union, who had once doubted humanity's ability to make a difference, are now in awe of the courage and ingenuity of Earth. For the first time, they see humanity for what it truly is, a force to be reckoned with. The galaxy, once filled with fear and despair, is now filled with hope. The war is over, and the galaxy is free from the Vorath's reign of terror. The humans, who had fought so hard to protect the innocent and to defend their allies, are now hailed as heroes. Commander Graves, who led his fleet with unwavering determination, stands at the forefront of the celebrations. The Galactic Union, once skeptical of Earth's capabilities, now officially recognizes humanity as a powerful and essential ally. The human survival instincts, combined with their technological innovations and unwavering unity, were the keys to their victory. The very things that had made humanity an underdog in the eyes of the galaxy, their creativity, their resourcefulness, and their ability to work together against all odds, are now celebrated as the reason they succeeded where others had failed. As the refugees begin to rebuild their lives, the galaxy enters a new era. The destruction caused by the Vorath is still visible in the remains of planets and space stations, but the spirit of hope is stronger than ever. Humanity's triumph over the seemingly impossible has become a symbol of resilience. Earth's contribution to the galaxy's victory is undeniable, and the galaxy's inhabitants look to humanity for inspiration as they rebuild their worlds. The once divided and fearful alien civilizations now come together in a spirit of unity, with Earth leading the way. In the final moments of the story, Commander Graves stands on the bridge of his ship, gazing out at the stars. The war is over, but the journey is far from finished. The galaxy has been saved, but the future remains uncertain. However, one thing is clear. Humanity's place in the galaxy has been forever secured. Beside him stands Bonner, the alien leader who had fought alongside humanity throughout the war. Their bond, formed through countless battles and shared sacrifices, is a testament to the strength of alliances and the power of unity. Together, they look to the stars, knowing that there is much more work to be done. The rebuilding of the galaxy is just beginning, but with the strength of humanity and their allies, the future looks brighter than ever. As the scene fades to black, a voiceover echoes the powerful words that have become the anthem of humanity's triumph. In the darkest of times, humanity's light shone brightest. These words will live on as a reminder to the galaxy of what can be accomplished when people from all walks of life come together, united by a common purpose, and refuse to give up. The galaxy is now on the brink of a new era, an era where hope, unity, and courage will define the future, and humanity, once an unknown and underestimated species, stands at the forefront of that future, ready to take on whatever challenges lie ahead. The triumph over the Vorith was just the beginning. What will humanity do next? The stars themselves are the limit.